Major funding for KPBS Evening Edition has been made possible in part by Bill Howe Family of Companies, providing San Diego with plumbing, heating, air, restoration, and flood services for over 45 years. Call 1-800-BILL-HOWE or visit BillHowe.com. And by the Conrad Prebys Foundation, Darlene Marcos Shiley, and by the following. And by viewers like you. Thank you.
Authorities are investigating an incident where a man allegedly assaulted a sea lion in La Jolla Cove. Thanks for joining us. I'm Jacob Ayer in for Maya Trabulsi. The attack happened last week and was caught on camera. It shows the man repeatedly trying to kick the sea lion. KPBS reporter Carly Kay says the people involved could face federal charges.
Centennial Park Rangers, just a reminder, my beach visitors, we are asking everybody to maintain a safe distance from the wild animals.
I'm here at La Jolla Cove, and on your visit, you might expect to see some signage like this. These signs help keep sea lions safe. But signs can only do so much. Last week, a man assaulted a sea lion near La Jolla. A video showed him kicking the creature several times in the face. At least one person recorded the incident. The filmer could be heard laughing.
Like everybody else, I was horrified, and it's been playing a lot, and I can't even watch it more than that first time. It's just so disturbing.
Robin Davidoff chairs the Sierra Club Seal Society. It's a volunteer group that helps educate visitors about sea lions, but they can't enforce bad behavior. She says the group reminds beachgoers what a safe distance is.
We have been asking for about 20 feet, so almost 2 car lengths, to view the sea lions from.
Make sure that you and your little ones are at least 20 feet away from the wild animals. Thank you.
She says park rangers are also there to help prevent visitors from interacting with the animals, but they can only offer their protections during working hours.
This video occurred at almost midnight, so there are no protections at that time of night, and we don't really know what goes on at night.
The Marine Mammal Protection Act protects sea lions. Harassing them is a federal offense. The National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration confirms they are investigating the incident. The people involved could face fines or even jail time. Carly Kay, KPBS News.
Anyone with information on this incident or any attack on wildlife is urged to contact the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Administration at the number on your screen, 800-883-1964. Comic-Con has come and gone. Now, the cleanup is underway. KPBS reporter Alexander Nguyen looks at how the city wrapped up the massive pop culture convention.
Downtown San Diego is still bustling with activities. Now that Comic-Con is over, what went up must come down. Crews are tearing down building wraps, dismantling activations, and packing up props.
We had tons of fun.
For fans like Cindy and Hadrian Valadares, Comic-Con and the Gaslamp Quarter lived up to expectations.
Going to Comic-Con and then coming down, grabbing lunch and dinner at all the restaurants here in Gaslamp, and everything was great.
Restaurants and bars downtown were packed throughout the weekend and busier than in recent years. According to Michael Trimble, he's the executive director of the Gaslamp Quarter Association.
It's been a real positive thing. We've also seen a lot of more Hollywood A-list stars coming to Comic-Con this year, which we didn't have last year, which increases the wow factor, and people want to come.
This year, the iconic Gaslamp sign over 5th Avenue was temporarily transformed with branding for Avengers Doomsday, something Trimble says has never been done before. He says it was a collective effort between the city, the association, and the film's marketing agency.
I think they want to, do and give fan service to people coming down, so there's something that they won't forget.
I'm not ready to go home.
It was a memorable experience for David and Becky Ashcraft.
We saw the whole cast from Super Troopers right down the street. They were doing interviews out front of one of the activations.
By the numbers, more than 135,000 people attended Comic-Con, bringing in an estimated $160 million to the local economy. More than $9 million of that here in downtown alone.
That's pretty accurate. It's hard to put a number on it this early.
Although Comic-Con is staying in San Diego through 2030, Trimble says the association will take a few months to regroup before beginning preparations for next year's convention. But the Ashcrafts have already made their own plans.
We look forward to coming back.
Yeah, we'll be back next year.
And they'll be ready to spend more money at local businesses. Alexander Nguyen, KPBS News.
KPBS was busy all weekend covering Comic-Con, and you can find it on all of our digital platforms. That includes kpbs.org, where we have a special Comic-Con section. We have slideshows, headlines from the con, live editions of Midday Edition and Roundtable, and a whole lot more. Look for the banner link on our homepage.
Overnight lows still on the warmer side, 70 overall, but hey, changes are on the way. It's just how long do they last? We're still on that temperature roller coaster. I'll break down when we cool down and when we warm back up coming up.
As heat warnings and advisories remain in effect in San Diego County, a very strong El Nino is developing in the Pacific. It could have major impact on our coast. El Nino is a complex weather pattern that occurs when the ocean's surface water warms in the central and eastern tropical Pacific Ocean. This year, water temperatures are setting new daily records. According to the National Oceanic and Atmospheric Association, that's having a huge impact on our weather and coastlines. Our media partner KGTV spoke to an expert who says El Nino could bring dangerous surf, stronger storms, and an increased risk of coastal flooding.
El Nino can also raise the sea level just a little bit, not even directly related to how warm the ocean is, though that is a factor, but just because of the sort of weather pattern that it generates. So this year is going to be the year of coastal flooding.
There are about 5,800 buildings in floodplains throughout the city of San Diego. The city says it's taking steps to prepare this fall and winter. If you're headed to the beach in the coming days, be sure to check the surf forecast and for other beach hazards. A heat advisory is in effect in San Diego County until 8 p.m. tonight. KPBS Penner Fellow Amy Burras looks at what outreach workers are doing to help those who are most at risk, unsheltered people.
The heat can be dangerous for anyone, but staying cool is much harder for people experiencing homelessness. Social service providers across the county are working to give people the resources they need. Joshua Bohannon is an executive at Father Joe's Villages. He says they're handing out water, hats, sunscreen, sunglasses, and shoes.
People experiencing homelessness may not have access to shade where they can stay for a while because of, they can't stay in parks for an extended period of time through encampment bans, access to running water, access to a shower, access to air conditioning.
The city and county of San Diego have cool zones open to anyone. Those include all libraries and some rec centers. Bohannon says the public cool zones fill essentially the same need as inclement weather shelters, which are open only to unhoused people and only during extreme cold or rain. Jana Lee is the Associate Director of Programs at the Homeless Provider Path. She says oftentimes the cool zones have restrictions that deter some people.
A lot of people have their bikes, they have their wagons, and so even if we do take them with all their belongings to the library, there may be some rules that say you have to keep it outside, but that's somebody's life all in their little wagon.
Lee also says since the cool zones are open to the general public, people experiencing homelessness may feel uncomfortable, or they may have trouble getting to and from the cool zones. A heat advisory is in effect along the San Diego coast. Desert areas are under an extreme heat warning. Emmy Burras, KPBS News.
I'm Jeff Bennett. Tonight on the NewsHour, Seattle reels from a shooting at a food festival near the city's Space Needle. That's at 7 after Evening Edition on KPBS.
Oil prices fell sharply today after a pause in attacks between the U.S. and Iran. That comes after weeks of escalating tensions that helped drive oil and gas prices higher. Michael Yoshida reports on what's causing the market to move and what it could mean for drivers this summer.
We've seen this pattern before, opening for diplomacy and oil prices drop. And while this latest pause is giving markets a chance to breathe, the real test is whether it will hold long enough to bring drivers some relief at the pump.
Oil prices tumbled Monday, and one of the biggest single-day drops since late May.
We're really experiencing kind of the oil market roller coaster ride of 2026.
For months, oil markets have used any sign of good news as a reason for prices to fall. optimism that's kept crude oil prices from soaring. The recent ceasefire also helped, allowing hundreds of millions of barrels to escape the Strait of Hormuz. But shipping traffic has again slowed to a trickle, and the market's resilience may be starting to fade.
In the last couple of weeks, the fighting flared again. We saw oil prices above $100 a barrel last week, and that's an indication that inventories are becoming very tight, and the market has these concerns.
The big question now, if the conflict continues, how long can stockpiles keep demand low? China has been leaning on reserves built up before the war. The U.S. and other countries have tapped emergency supplies too.
We can keep it up for a matter of a few more months, but as those inventories drain, that means that the cushion for a future oil market supply disruption is very thin.
So if demand picks back up while supplies remain tight, drivers could be in for a rough end to the summer. As of Monday, AAA says regular gas averaged $4.11 a gallon nationwide, up 23 cents from a month ago, and more than $1 higher than before the war.
Americans probably, at least for now, may not see much of a drop in gasoline prices because while oil is dropping significantly, it's only the cost of oil dropping, whereas gasoline and diesel fuel not seeing much of a drop yet.
And experts say there's another wild card at play here as well. If the strait does reopen, any new toll payments could still impact supply and prices. That's because those additional costs, they could impact insurance and whether companies are even willing to send their ships through the strait. In Washington, I'm Michael Yoshida.
Here in San Diego County, the price of gas rose 0.3 cents today. A regular gallon of gas costs an average of $5.72. According to AAA, the average price has increased 28 cents over the past 13 days. The cost is over $1.17 more than a year ago. The majority of that has happened since the start of the conflict with Iran on February 28th. It's up about $1 since that point in time. If you're in the market for a new car, be prepared for some sticker shock. And unfortunately, the used car market isn't much better. Jen Sullivan looks at what's driving up those costs and how you can find the best deal to drive on the road.
The sticker price for new cars has hit near record highs. Last month, buyers paid an average of just under $49,000 for a new vehicle, according to Edmunds transaction data. The average transaction price for a 3-year-old used car was over $32,000.
We've seen dramatic increases when it comes to price of vehicles, both new and used.
Ivan Drury with Edmunds says one of the reasons cars are more expensive is all that high technology that is now featured in cars.
It could be everything from the powertrain to the infotainment system, safety features. There can be a lot of change from one year to the next.
Drury says the car industry is still recovering from pandemic supply chain issues when there was a very high demand for cars and not enough supply.
We had that component. But things never really go down.
Because of the high costs, Edmunds found more people are putting less money down and taking out longer loans to purchase a car. In some cases, financing for 84 months. Interest rates on car loans can vary drastically depending on your credit score. If you have good credit, you can pay around 4.55% for a new car. But if you have poor credit, you can be hit with an average interest rate of 16%, according to Experian.
If you're not super picky, you'll find 25 to 30% of the vehicles on the lot in January will be from the prior model year, brand new.
Drury says while buyers have less wiggle room to negotiate the price these days, you can negotiate things like the extended warranty. He also suggests shopping around to compare prices. For Consumer Watch, I'm Jen Sullivan.
KPBS has been looking into what it really costs to live in San Diego County. Our Price of San Diego series covers everything from rising gas prices to saving money on live sports events. You can find more online at kpbs.org/Price of San Diego. Chula Vista City Council got a lesson in South County politics last week. Voice of San Diego's Jim Hinch explains the city's change of course on a proposed ballot measure for the latest edition of Why It Matters.
The council was moving toward placing a voter initiative on the November ballot. The initiative could have made major changes to city government, including giving council members a 70% raise and awarding them an additional term in office. It was sponsored by a prominent local labor union that has spent hundreds of thousands of dollars in recent years helping to elect Democrats in Chula Vista. The union said the move would modernize Chula Vista's government and make it more transparent. Residents called the initiative a blatant special interest power grab. Led by Chula Vista's Republican mayor, John McCann, they denounced the initiative at a packed city council meeting Tuesday. They seemed especially outraged by the 70% salary increase. They said council members voting to increase their own term limits was a conflict of interest. They warned of consequences in November if council members moved the initiative forward. The crowd was a cross-section of city politics. Democrats, Republicans, union members, business owners, all were opposed. The city council saw the writing on the wall and voted to pull the initiative from the November ballot. The council saw the depth of their constituents' anger, and they learned a lesson in South County politics. Though Democrats outnumber Republicans more than 2-to-1 in the region, they don't always vote along party lines. McCann has won support for more than 2 decades, and the mayors of other cities in the region aren't Democrats either. McCann seemed to recognize that even union members in his city might be opposed to a union-backed ballot initiative that rubbed people the wrong way. In our hyper-partisan national political moment, South County remains a place where, as they say, all politics is local. For Voice of San Diego, I'm Jim Hinch, and that's why it matters.
Voice of San Diego is one of our partners for the Public Matters Initiative. You can learn more at kpbs.org/publicmatters. A San Diego teenager with a rare form of epilepsy is reaching milestones his family once thought might never happen. KPBS health reporter Heidi DeMarco shows us how a personalized medical treatment could offer hope for other children with rare genetic diseases.
For most of his life, Connor Dalby couldn't walk. As a baby, he spent most of his time in hospitals, hooked up to machines as doctors tried to figure out what was wrong.
Around the clock, so 50 to 100 seizures a day.
His mom, Kelly Del Real, says he was diagnosed when he was almost 5 with a rare genetic mutation that causes a severe form of epilepsy.
He's trialed over 12 or 13 different anti-seizure medications, and nothing really helped very much.
That's because there was no genetic therapy designed to target the mutation causing his disease.
He carries a more complex variant that requires an allele selective approach because he has both seizures and autism.
So UC San Diego neurologist Dr. Olivia Kim McManus and her team designed a personalized treatment just for him. He received the first dose at Rady Children's Hospital when he was 14. And even though it was in the investigational phase, his mom's first thought was,
absolutely, we're going to give it a shot. There wasn't a doubt in my mind.
About 4 months after his first dose, Del Real noticed something she'd never seen her son do before.
She started trying to take steps unassisted, so the first time in his entire life.
Today, she says he can walk about 50 or 60 steps on his own. He's sleeping better, his behavior has improved, and the seizures have dropped by 90%.
So it's totally changed our quality of life and given him certain skills and a level of independence that he did not have before.
Dalby is 17 now, and he's finally getting to do something he hasn't really had the chance to do before, be a teenager.
I got to take him on his first roller coaster. It was the best moment ever.
Kim McManus says Dalby's case raises a bigger question.
Is it possible to intervene on that level in a human in delivering a genetic therapy?
She says getting these therapies to more patients will take research and funding. Dalby's mom says her son is already helping pave the way.
He was the first human ever to be treated with this molecule, so I tell him all the time how many families and kids that he's helping.
She says the hope is that what researchers learned from treating one child could eventually help many more. Heidi DeMarco, KPBS News.
An inspiring story there. A bald eagle at California Living Museum Zoo in Bakersfield recently donated blood to help save the life of another bald eagle in critical condition. The eagle in Bakersfield, named Spirit, provided a blood donation to Jackie, a well-known bald eagle from Big Bear Valley, who was recently injured. Riley Nagel has more.
She did great. She didn't have any of those signs at all. She recovered really well. She ate well afterwards. She didn't have any
problems with it, so that's really great for her.
That's Leslie Heelis, the Calm Zoo veterinarian who helped oversee Spirit's blood donation, a simple procedure that could make a life-saving difference. Calm Zoo says Spirit has been a healthy and important part of the facility for years. She came to the zoo with a previous wing injury and an old eye injury, but she's continued to thrive and serve as an ambassador for her species. When the Ojai Raptor Center reached out looking for help, Calm Zoo's team was ready to step in. Their donation went to Jackie, a well-known bald eagle from Bear Valley who's been watched by thousands through the Big Bear Eagle Nest Cam. Jackie was rescued after an apparent altercation with two younger eagles. She was found with serious injuries, and veterinarians determined she was suffering from severe anemia and inflammation affecting her kidneys. Ojai Raptor Center says Jackie remains in critical condition, but she is alert and eating while receiving treatment. And while Calm Zoo does not have an update on Jackie following the transfusion, they say being able to help another bald eagle is what this work is all about.
Honestly, it's really amazing. It's great to have this network of practitioners and facilities that come together of just what do we need, how can we help this animal, and just as soon as they reached out to us, we're like 100% like we'll be able to help.
For Spirit, it was a small donation, but for Jackie, it could help provide a much-needed boost as she continues her fight to recover. Calm Zoo says this was Spirit's first blood transfusion donation, and they will continue to monitor her health after the procedure.
Our heat alerts are expiring. We are seeing a little bit of a cool down, but here's the thing. As we cool through about Wednesday, our temperatures only get to a few degrees above historical average. Yeah, that's how hot we were, that we're cooling to just above historical averages. High pressure, it's going to shift west again, and you know what that means. We're going to warm right back up, and fire danger, of course, will increase with that as well. There are still some small rain and thunderstorm chances for our mountain and desert communities, but not anything major. I just don't want you to be caught off guard by some raindrops, maybe a rumble of thunder or two. Overnight tonight, though, I mean, at least we're not at 80 in Borrego Springs. It's something. 60 in Ramona along the coast, upper 60s or low 70s if you're in San Diego. So for tomorrow, that translates to still 80 in Oceanside, 78 in San Diego, mid 90s for Ramona, and 110 for Borrego Springs. But we're about to get under the 110 threshold where it's less hot, not as dangerously hot. You know, 110 and above, I'm always going to mark that as much more dangerous than 105. Even though hot is hot, you should be hydrating, getting in the air conditioning as much as possible either way. Let's look at the next 5 days along the coast first. So we stay pretty consistent Tuesday through Thursday. Then we see a few degrees of a warm up, 83 our high on Saturday. Further inland, a little bit more dramatic. 89 Tuesday, we cool only to 87 by Thursday. Our low still in the mid 60s, and then we're back into the 90s as we head into the weekend. Then we get to our mountain regions. 78 for your Tuesday, cooling to the mid 70s by Wednesday, but we already are back up to 79 by the time we get to Thursday and 87 by the time we get to Saturday. It's a really brief cool down, but enjoy it while you can. Into the desert, well, 109 isn't 110. There's that at least. 110 Tuesday, 109 Wednesday, and then we start warming right back up Friday to Saturday, that 110 to 115 jump. And look at our lows. We are down into the 70s. That's something, but then we get back into the 80s. It's late July. It's bound to be the hottest time of the year, but make sure you're staying hydrated and staying safe out there. For KPBS News, I'm AccuWeather's Anna Azalian.
In San Diego, one woman is on a roll to preserve and pass on Black roller skating culture. KPBS reporter Katie Hyson witnessed the wheels in motion.
Under a sunny blue sky at Liberty Station, about 50 people wobble, whirl, and groove on roller skates. Stacy Watkins cheers them on in a jersey that says Black Skate SD. Watkins started roller skating in 2020 during the COVID pandemic.
I was in a really toxic relationship, so I wanted to, heal for childhood trauma. So one of the things I went back to was roller skating because I used to do it as a young child.
She wanted private lessons, but couldn't find a Black instructor. She says that was important because roller skate culture is Black culture. Black people were banned from roller rinks in the 60s and 70s.
Because of that, we had our own style of skating. We had our own culture, our own moves.
like JB Style out of Chicago.
You can think about James Brown and how he moved, how he slided all over the floor, the jazz movement.
She created Black Skate San Diego to keep Black skate culture rolling. She says they have faced pushback.
So Black Skate San Diego can kind of offend a lot of people because when you hear the word black, you think, oh, okay, like we're not invited or we can't come.
But at a Black Skate San Diego roll, you'll see a kaleidoscope of skin colors, ages, and abilities. They teach for free and lend spare gear to anyone who can't afford it. Watkins' next goal?
Invest in flooring to actually have a pop-up skating ring so we can pull up in the inner city of Black people, to pull up wherever we want to and just show people those moves, show people our culture.
Katie Hyson, KPBS News.
Here's a look at what we're working on for tomorrow in the KPBS newsroom. Our NPR's Morning Edition, nutrition advocates discuss what they call a head-scratching decision to cut SNAP education. This given the Trump administration's vow to make America healthy again. And July is Disability Pride Month. On KPBS Midday Edition, we'll introduce you to a local adaptive group who dances using wheelchairs. You can find tonight's stories on our website, kpbs.org. Thank you for joining us. I'm Jacob Ayer. Have a wonderful evening.
Major funding for KPBS Evening Edition has been made possible in part by Bill Howe Family of Companies, providing San Diego with plumbing, heating, air, restoration, and flood services for over 45 years. Call 1-800-BILL-HOWE or visit billhowe.com. And by the Conrad Prebys Foundation, Darlene Marcos Shiley, and by the following. And by viewers like you. Thank you.